Hi guys, so this is Chris here. This is binomial expansion undiluted because I'm going to give you the tips and trick of solving binomial expansion. All right, so we have this is past paper I created personally. So I'm just going to start with this question. I'll go back to the other questions. It is very important you try to make sense of what I'm doing. And if you understand this concept, you can do binomial in less than 2 minutes. I can do it in 1 minute, but because I'm explaining, I will make sure I break it down. So you should understand binomial expansion and it should not be a problem for you in exam. All right, now let's see. Okay, now in binomial expansion, there is a rule I normally say. Some of you find k, which is fine. Okay, it's perfectly fine to find k. But in binomial expansion, these numbers, okay, you should find pairs of number that add up to give me 7. I will just start with 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, uh, 5, 2. I think before I try all of this, the answer will be out. Okay, because I know 6, 1 and 1, 6. Okay, now which number do I take? And I know in binomial expansion, here's x over 3. Here is 9 over x squared, right? This will always be that. So I need to find the powers of x I am going to put for this. Okay, now let me try 3 and 4. Okay, remember, I need coefficient of x. I need a powers that cancels to give me x. Now, if I do this, what value of x comes out? For this, what comes out will be, so this will be x, x3, x to the power of 3 times 1 over x what? 8. This will be x to the power of minus 5, which is not what I want, okay? Now you say, oh, we're doing trial and error. Trust me, I already know the number by now. I'm just explaining. So that's why it's taking time. So now let's try. So we tried 4, 3. Now let's try 3, 4. Yeah, we tried 4. So we're doing the same thing. So let's try 4, 3. So this will be x to the power of 4 times x to the power of what? Divided by x to the power of, so minus 6. This will be x minus 2. So imagine I was finding the coefficient. You see, I will get it once. Okay. Now, this is not what I'm looking for. Okay. By now, you should know the number. So you can even do this in your head as mental math. So imagine I put 5 here, 2 here. This is actually what I'm looking for. Because this gives me x to the power of 5 times 1 by x to the power of 4. This is x. So I will just do all of them to see. So imagine I put 2 and 5. So this gives me what? X to the power of 2 times 1 over x to the power of 10, which is x minus 8. So you could write this down and do mental math. Again, exam is about mental math. Some exams. This is one of them. So this is my number. So I only need to do 7C2. So this number, you can put it here. You can put 7C5. You get the same thing. Now let me just get my calculator and we'll see what my calculator gives me as. So let me get my calculator. My calculator is here. So this is my calculator. So we're just doing 7C2. So 7C2 times 1 over 3 to the power of 5 times 9 squared. So this gives me 7C2 times 1 by 3 to the power of 5, then times 81. So this gives me 7. Okay, so this is my answer to this question. Now you might say, oh, will it work all the time? Yes, I'll find another question similar to this. We'll come to all of this. We're doing all of this. Now the same thing. So we're finding the term that doesn't have x. Independent means doesn't have. So let's try some combination of numbers. So this will be 3, 5, okay, 5, 3, 4, 4, 6, 2, 2, 6. 7, 1, and 7. The extreme does most time it doesn't work. Now, by now, you should understand what I'm trying to explain. So this is 2x to the power of 1 by 2x to the power of 3. Okay? So you can try the other method of finding k. I don't recommend that method, honestly. Now let's do some mental math. I hope you're trying to do with me. So if I put 3 in the first one, 5. So this will be x to the power of 3 in the first one. Then divided by x to the power of 15. The x will not cancel. I don't need to calculate it. The second one, if I put 5 and 3. So x to the power of 5. Then x to the power of 9. That will not cancel. If I put 4, 4, that will not cancel. That will be x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 12. If I put 6, 2, x to the power of 6 and divided by x to the power, that gives me my answer. You see, I have not even spent 1 minute and I've tested all of them. So you need to be good with your indices. You might say, oh, it's just try and error. Yeah, you're wasting time when you're finding k. It takes students 3 minutes or some 4 to even find k. Okay, some can take it less if you're very fast. But this method is always recommended. HC what? We take this number 2. I'm done. Now let's go to the calculator. Let's go to the calculator and see. So calculator tells me 8C2 times, so this will be 8C2 times 2 to the power of 6 times 1 over 2 squared. Okay, answer times 2 to the power of 6 times 1 over 4. So my answer is 448. That is my answer. See, if you know what you're doing, trust me, you already get this in less than 2 minutes. Okay, now let's see this question. This is a nice one to test our skill. If you're doing this using the normal method, so teach this to your friends and trust me, they will thank you. I'll just make them listen. All right, so for part A, we're finding the term independent of x. Okay, so I need what? 6 is 4 and 2, 2 and 4, and 3 and 3. This is easy, right? To try these numbers. So these are the pairs of numbers we can try. So let's say, remember, we get no x. So we already know that this will be x. This will be minus 2 over x, right? So the only way they will cancel this is just easy. So this will be 3, 3. Because x3 divided by 3. Then this will be 6, c what? 3. Right? So I'll press my calculator and I see what I'll get for this. So 6c3 or 6c3 times minus 8. That gives me minus 160. So that is my answer for A. Now for part II, now this is where this method is very useful. So now they are telling me 2 plus 3 over x squared multiplied by something, you will get no x. So 2 times, I need a no x here, the value that has no x. And for this, I need 1 over x squared times something gives me no x. So I need the x squared here. These are my two values because 3 over x squared times something, x squared we cancel. So I already know this. This I already know. This I already know is minus 160. I need to find what has x squared. Now you remember our method we've been using. So which value for this will give me x squared? So let's do it. X minus 2 by x. Which value now do you think I need to put to get x squared? So it only has to be 4 and 2 because x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2 is x squared. And what should be here? Can you guess? This will be 6c2. So let's try. So this becomes 6c2, okay, times 4 because that will be, so 6c2 times 4. That gives me 30. So 30 x squared. So this is 30. So I have now, so here is 30. Okay, so that gives me 2 times minus 160 plus 60. Right? Remember the x cancels. So that gives me what? Minus 320 plus 60. That gives me minus 260. So this should be my answer to this question. So minus 260 is my answer. Okay, so I hope it makes sense now. Now, let's try this one. I need the coefficient of x. So I need the coefficient of x. So how do we find the coefficient of x here? Remember I told you what have we been learning? 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 4, 1. So this will be 1 over x to the power of then 3x squared. So let's do mental math. If I put 2 and 3, this will be 1 over x squared times x to the power of 6. I will not get x. You don't need to do that. If I put 3, 2, 1 over x cubed divided by x to the power of 4. If I put 3, 2. So this will give me 1 over x cubed times x to the power of 4. This we cancel. This we cancel. So this will be what? 5c2. So always take this number. Okay? So always take that number. So so this number is what I always take. So what do we do? So 5c2 times, this will be 1 times 3 squared. Because we already know x will come out. So 5c2 times 9. This gives me 90. That is my answer. So that's the coefficient of x. Now let's try again. So you see, so imagine the amount of practice. So you don't need to know the concept and you're done. So this is 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4. I think 5, 1, and those are the extreme. So x minus 2 by x, 3 by x. Okay, so let's see. Let's do some mental math. 3, 3. We need independent of x. So I think 3, 3 is just my answer. Because the x cancel out. So this is 6c3. So 6c3 times 1 times minus 3 cube. So what do we get? 6c3 times minus 27. Get minus 540. So this is my answer. Okay, so sometimes it can be easy. I'm just finding the one that has those kind of tricks. Now this one, what do we do here? So again, 5 is 2 and 3, 3 and 2, 4 and 1. So this is 1 over ax 2ax squared. Okay, now remember I need the coefficient of x. So if I put 3 and 2, so it has to be 3 and 2. Yeah, how do you think I know? Now I'm just doing it right on random. I'm not guessing, because 1 over x cubed, x4 is down. That is my answer. So x4 divided by x cubed here will be 5c2. So I'm not guessing. They told me the coefficient. So whatever comes out is 5. So let's see. 5c2 is 10 times 1 over a cube, because we already know x comes out, times, be very careful here, this is 4a squared is equal to 5. So 2 squared a squared, right? So from here, just solve the algebra. This cancels. So this will be 10 over a times 4 is equal to 5. So this would be 40 over 5 is equals to a. So my a is 8. So I'll just check again to make sure I have not made any error. So this becomes 40 divided by a. That gives you, yes, so my a is 8. So it makes sense to actually use this method. So you can try these questions and see if you actually get the answer. So it's not a trick. So imagine questions like this. You already know where the coefficient will be. So this is the method I recommend. Here they're telling you to find. So I'll just do this one and then you try to complete it. So this will be 2x to the power of a by x squared. So they're telling me I need 1 by x. So if I have 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, what do you think? What number do you think I'm going to put here? So I need 1 by x. 2, 3, what will it be? That will be x squared divided by x is 3, 2. What will it be? So here have to be 3 and 2, because this will be x cubed divided by x4. Then this will be 6, 5, c2. They told me the coefficient is what? 720. So similar. So 5c2, I think it was 10. So I'll just check that before I do some mental math error. 5c2, 10. So this is 10. 10 times 8 times a squared is equal to 720. So a squared will be 720 over 80. This becomes 9. A will be plus minus 3. Binomial expansion is easy. You just need to find the right method.